to another episode of Your Money and Your Life. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about a new money management system that I found. I recently attended a Millionaire Mind Intensive, which some of you may have heard of the name T. Harv Eker. Well, this system is compliments of T. Harv Eker and his book, The Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. One of the reasons I like this system is just that it is just ridiculously easy, and it became kind of a duh for me, especially one of the jars that I'm going to tell you about, and so I've let the cat out of the bag. The money management system is essentially, this is the simplified version. 3 minutes isn't going to get a lot of detail, but essentially you use 6 jars to manage your money, and these are physical jars that you would actually set up. So what you have are 6 jars, so get your pencil. These are the names. I'll tell you the names and the purpose. So the first jar is obviously you're going to have to take care of your necessities. That's called your ma'am jar, like yes ma'am. So I just called it ma'am just because necessities, that's not very exciting. So 50% of your money would go into your ma'am jar, and that's going to take care of your rent, your bills, your regular, like your car payment, and the daily expenses that you have, right? And then we also have what's called your maven, like your money maven, right? This is your long-term savings and or debt reduction jar. So if you're paying off bills and or you want to save up for a vacation, save up for some big purchase, this is where you would put the money in the maven jar. The next jar is your mogul jar. Now, the reason I named it your mogul jar, because if you figure if you're a mogul, then that means you're living large and in charge, right? So this is the money this is the jar where you would put your play money. Now, your play money is not your usual monthly allowance. Your play money is something extravagant, because essentially what you want to do is get used to living the life that you'd like to become accustomed to. So when you put money into the mogul jar, this is that really exclusive bottle of champagne that you wouldn't ordinarily buy. This is that extra high-end service at the spa, which you normally wouldn't get because you're like, ooh, that's too expensive. So you want to make sure that you put some money each month into the mogul jar, M-O-G-U-L, and you want to make sure that you spend it every month, okay, because you want to treat yourself better. So the next jar is your MBA jar. Now this one was just such a duh for me because, you know, we always think about saving for college for the kids or sending the kids to private school if we have children, but we don't think about once we get older, how do we pay for our education or those seminars or the training or the coaching that we want to get. So you also want to start putting money away for your own personal education. So this is your MBA jar, not to say that you're necessarily going to go to graduate school, but just as a representation. And you also need to have a jar called Multipreneur. You know, Pink Passport Society is based around moonlighters and multipreneurs, more than one source of income. The Multipreneur jar is the jar where you put your money that is going to your financial freedom. This is the jar that will help you buy assets. This is the jar that's going to help you create passive income. So you want to make sure that you have some money going into your Multipreneur jar. And the last jar is the magnet jar. Magnet, to me, that just says that's somebody who's made it, M-A-G-N-A-T-E. So you have reached the pinnacle of success. This is your yacht, this is your estate plan, this is, you know, you have arrived. And a lot of times people feel that they have to wait until they have arrived, until they can begin giving to charity or becoming a philanthropist. And that's what this jar represents. This is your tithing or your gifting jar. So in these 6 jars, 50% goes to your living expenses, and then each of the other 5 jars, you put 10% of your money into those jars. So essentially what you're doing is you will deposit your check wherever your check goes, and then immediately you need to funnel the money out to the different categories, and you want to do this every time you get a check so that you're constantly feeding your 6 jars. Now there's an easier way to do this, but again, we're kind of limited to time, but I just wanted to get you in the habit of managing your money in this simple way so that when opportunities arise, you are able to take advantage of them. Now the other little piece is, the best part of my day, and it's just the strangest thing, I actually set this on my smartphone. So the first thing I do when I get up, I check my phones for messages, but I also, the alarm goes off. And it says, make my financial freedom deposit. So what this is every single day, separate from your 6 jars, you should have another special jar. In my case, it just happens to be a beautiful vase that I wasn't really using because it's too pretty to put water in. So that's my financial freedom daily jar. So this is money that you want to put something in it every day, even if it is just a spare change in your pocket, or in my case, I usually get a crisp dollar bill. And so first thing in the morning, I am making my deposit into this jar so that I'm setting the right tone for my jar. And one of the other things that I learned at the Millionaire Mind Intensive is to create a song, a prosperity song. So I'm not going to make you suffer through my song, but what I will do is tell you the first 2 lines. I sing this song when I make my deposit, and it always makes me smile because I'm growing my future. So as I'm making my daily change or daily bill, dollar bill, whatever I'm putting in there, $5 or whatever I happen to have on hand, I sing this song, first 2 lines only. I'm living like the queen I was meant to be. Prosperity and abundance flow to me. And then I have some other verses, and I finish up and I make my deposit. So your song, of course, will be much better. You want to make up something that is short, quick, and easy, has a catchy, upbeat tune. And so you want to sing this song on a daily basis. Number 1, when you're making your financial freedom deposit, and then just in the day when it inspires you. So there you have it. A quick money management system. It's easy to follow, it's easy to set up, and it sets you on the right track because these are habits that you want to build, and good habits lead to a brighter future. So until next time, this has been another episode of Your Money and Your Life. Thank you.